Hey, what's up guys, it's Levi here and welcome to a brand new video on the Team Gullit channel. And in this video I will tell you everything, but then everything about set pieces in EAFC 24. So, obviously, first of all, we need to talk about what kind of set pieces we have. Obviously we have corners, free kicks, goal kicks even throw-ins, also kickoffs. So there are plenty of set pieces where you can work on and where you can make the difference with. But let's start with something that's also really important when it comes to set pieces. Obviously, custom tactics are a big part of your game and of your playstyle. But corners and free kicks also include in these tactics. If you want to score from corners or free kicks, you have to make sure there are enough people forward to be able to create a chance from it. So that's why I would recommend to have your corners and free kicks or at least 2 bars, and you could even put them up to 3 bars. So let's start with free kicks. There are a lot of different methods to score a free kick. For just outside the box, I would recommend the method where you use outside the foot. You want to aim with your right stick slightly outside foot low until you get outside foot curled. That's where you want to aim, and then you want to aim with your left stick slightly next to the goal so it gets the curve and it will just go in slightly next to the post. As you can see in these examples, that means you want to search for a right-footed player at the right side of the goal and a left-footed player at the left side of the goal. A different method to score a free kick is just by don't changing anything, only with your left stick. You want to aim to the player furthest at the wall, then you just want to aim the shot to be between 3 and 3.5 bars of power, and then you will see flying it in every time as well. Obviously, probably the one which is the most common are corner kicks. This year, short corners are better than ever. Me personally, I like to take short corners because if you get the ball to the edge of the box, then it's really hard for your opponent to switch, because he will be probably defending with attackers in a position you don't want them to be in, so that makes it hard to defend. Then it's all about finding the right space and getting yourself a chance to shoot on goal. But another option when you take it short is going down the byline and searching for someone back post. Most of the times it's one of your better players in the air, like for me, for example, Van Dijk or Militao, one of my center backs, who's going to that back post and is searching for a chance to score a header. Then you could obviously also go for a corner just straight away. There, the method I recommend, I would always try to kill it in. Then you go the furthest to the right with your right stick. Just don't change anything at all. Just go to the furthest to the right from where it starts. And then aim around like 3.5 bars of power. Try to select your best player in the air. For me it's Van Dijk, maybe for you it's CR7, anything like that. And just try to reach that player. And as you can see in these clips, it's pretty good, but for me it's a bit hard to make work consistently. So that's why I try to switch it up between taking it short, going back post, taking it short, going to the edge of the box, or maybe sometimes just going for the corner kick straight away. Then something which is really popular among the most people who play weekend league is the kickoff glitch. You just want to play it with X, how you do normally, how you start a game. Then you play it to the midfielder. Then you want to play it back with an X, or even better, a double X pass. And then it's all about getting the L1 triangle with full power in. And as you can see, you would just go in a one-on-one with the goalkeeper out of nowhere, and you can just score goals in 6, 7, 8 seconds maybe. Next topic is gonna be about throw-ins. I see a lot of you guys just throwing it in while not selecting any player. I would not recommend this at all. The thing I always do is I try to switch with my right stick. For the guys that didn't know, you can just switch from a throw-in. For example, if I have a throw-in with my right back, I could switch to my center back, walk him back, throw it to him, and I will almost never lose possession. This is way less risky than just throwing it with X or maybe even with triangle, because that's also possible, and you will always be secure to the player you throw it into. Something else that's really good is throwing it straight away, but then with triangle just forward. Sometimes your opponent's fullback is gone because he pushed up with him, for example. Then your right winger or left winger, for example, will have a lot of space. The thing you need to do then is just throw it full power with triangle, and for me most of the times it's Mbappe who's the one who is free, and obviously when Mbappe is gone you will not be able to catch him. Last but not least, penalty kicks. I know some of you guys probably struggling with it. This year it should be easier to score them, obviously makes it harder to save them, and that's because you have 5 angles. This year you have left up, left down, middle, right up and right down. That means if you concede a pen and dive left down while your opponent is shooting left up, you think you have the right corner, but it'll still be a goal. Just because this year you need to have the right angle out of the 5. So you can't get away with diving left, your opponent is shooting left and you save it. I think this is something good because this means you have a bigger chance of scoring when you get a penalty kick. The thing I would recommend though is when you are saving, for example, you want to go right up. You know you're going right. I would always recommend to do a step to the right and then diving, because that will almost be impossible for your opponent to shoot it top right. You step and dive top right, you will always save it. But sometimes when you don't do that and your opponent shoots it top in, but you stay in the middle and then dive, it will still go in. That's why I would always recommend to step the side you're gonna dive. I hope you guys enjoyed this set piece guide. I hope you learned from it as well. Make sure to save this video if you want to watch it back later. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.